Welcome to the Isle of Skye. So I finally arrived here yesterday afternoon after having to make the drive around. Thought I was going to get the ferry. Anyway, that's another story. But finally arrived and it snowed overnight, so it is looking pretty magical. My original plan was to have a day off today and to just do nothing and to chill, because I've been going non-stop for the last week or so on my road trip through Scotland. But there's blue skies. I feel rested after doing nothing yesterday afternoon. So let's go explore some of the Isle of Skye and see if it really lives up to the hype that it gets as the most popular island here in Scotland. First stop today is to visit the Glencoe waterfalls. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or any names right, but we're off to see some waterfalls with a nice mountain backdrop. Yeah, looking forward to it. There is also a longer walk you can do to the fairy pools, but I'm not going to do that today. Well, that was actually a lot closer to the parking than I thought. It was literally 5 minutes away, so that was a very short stop. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do for the rest of the day now. Although the sun looks like it's coming out, and it is really tempting to go and see all of the iconic spots of Skye whilst the sun's out. But most of them are at like the northern point of the island, and I'm currently in like the middle area. And yesterday I drove so much that I don't think I want to drive that much today, and I think I might just find a chill park up, maybe even get my additional solar panel out so I can get my laptop out and work, because the solar on the roof is amazing, the battery setup I've got is amazing, is really convenient and works really well. The only issue is my laptop, because it's so old, it drains so much power and I can't plug it into my main battery, so I'm going to get my little one out and my little power station and see if I can charge that up, but I don't know if it'll be sunny enough, so maybe that'll be the plan for the afternoon. Well, since the sun is out, I've got the solar out, and then I'm also getting solar from the roof, so I'm going to have a little admin work afternoon. Good morning. The plan for today has changed a little bit. I was planning to go around the left top of the island and just do a little loop around, even though there's not really as much to see over there, but I was going to just kind of go around that way anyway. But I've realised I have a deadline for a project that I need to do specific filming for, so I'm going to head into the town and grab a coffee and maybe some breakfast. And I know that doesn't sound like work, but it's a scene for a brand video that I'm doing for TikTok, so yeah, I'm gonna go get a coffee and try and film that a little bit, and then I'll head up to the top north where all of the touristy things are to see, so yeah, and then maybe on the way back I'll come back around this way. I had a very nice breakfast in town and stopped by the supermarket to grab a few bits whilst I was in the town, and now I'm off to see probably the most iconic spot on the island, the Old Man of Store. Just went to buy a parking ticket and I had it here on the worktop, and I thought I'm going to put it in the front just as I leave. I've lost it. was looking everywhere for it, checked my pockets, and then I realised, what did I have here on the side? I also had the shopping that I just bought, which I've put in the fridge. So where did I find the parking ticket? Inside the fridge. Well, I mean, at least I don't have to go buy another ticket, but that is quite funny. Old Mammoth Store was pretty cool. It was very busy though, so I didn't film too much. I did not want to be that person setting up their tripod and running back to get it when there were so many people around. But yeah, it was nice to see. Quite a steep walk to be fair, which I wasn't expecting. Anyway, I am back. I'm about to make a coffee and check the milk's still okay. I found quite a nice park up actually. I thought it was going to be really busy because now I'm on like the touristy road. So I thought there was going to be a lot of campers about, but this one seems to be alright. There's a few cars pulling up to take photos because it's like a viewpoint. And I will show you what it looks like in a second because it looks pretty nice. But it's actually not too bad. I mean, it is only the afternoon though, so maybe it'll get a bit busier later. Do you know what I'm not loving about the Isle of Skye? The amount of potholes and just the general condition of the road. They are tragic. Anyway, I've just arrived at the parking for Lealt Falls, so let's go have a little look. This was a lovely little walk, although I say little, the way down was basically vertical steps, so I'm not so sure I'm going to enjoy the way back up, so I might change my mind in a minute, but it's nice. A little wander down, see the waterfall. There's also a viewing platform at the top to see the top of the waterfall, so I'll go see that because that was back where the car park is. Right, let's go see the main big waterfall. It's like a boardwalk Not so sure how I feel about it. It's a bit windy. Okay, waterfall number 1 done. Now on to the second waterfall, which I'm really looking forward to this one, so I'm hoping it's not overhyped and it actually lives up to the expectations. Well, it's a good job I didn't want to fly the drone, because drones are not allowed. I won't lie, there's not much water coming out of the waterfall. And it's like I imagined. You can't really see it. Today is full of loads of little stops. I'm now at Ancoran Beach, and apparently you can see seals here occasionally. I just saw a little, I don't know what it was, but I saw something just now. You can also see dinosaur prints. So I guess I'll go look for some dinosaur prints. Well, I managed to squeeze quite a bit into today, so I guess that was a productive day. It does sometimes feel in the touristy places like you do just get out, have a look at something, get back in the car, drive somewhere else, which I guess is nice because it makes it accessible for a lot of people, but sometimes it just feels like you're on a bit of like a tour or something. But anyway, tomorrow morning I'm heading to the Lookout Bothy, and I'm hoping to do a photo shoot and make a coffee there and yeah, photograph that. The only issue is it's like obviously a public place, so anyone could walk in. I don't think anyone would be sleeping there because it's the middle of winter, and I don't think it's one that people go to in the winter. I mean, I could be wrong, you never know, there could be people there sleeping, but I plan to go super early tomorrow morning. I'm already at the parking now. Just thinking like, how awkward is it going to be if I'm sat in this bothy making coffee and like photographing myself. I think if there was someone else with me, or I was taking photos of someone else, it would be fine, but I'm gonna like have my tripod set up, and I usually use my phone as like a remote trigger for the camera, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a bit embarrassing if someone turns up, but I mean, it's such a cool location, and I'm hoping to show you, and I'm hoping to film a little bit as well. But yeah, it's going to be a really cool location for a photo shoot if it's empty, obviously. So fingers crossed. I've packed my bag with everything I need for coffee. I'm literally taking the whole coffee setup so I can make a full flat white latte, whatever you want to call it, a full thing, not even just an espresso. So everyone keep your fingers crossed for me that no one walks in on my photo shoot, because it's going to be super embarrassing. But I'll see you tomorrow morning for a coffee in the Lookout Bothy. Well, I think that's mission accomplished. I made my coffee at the lookout body here on the Isle of Skye, and the views are incredible. The rain's stopping or slowing down or what, but I think I'm gonna make a move and hope it looks, in some places it looks quite heavy, but so I'm gonna make a move and hope for the best, because the only issue is my bag isn't waterproof. Like, I don't mind getting wet myself, I've got a coat that's waterproof enough, but my bag isn't waterproof. I really need to get a cover for it, but anyway, let's get going. I'm back from the walk. Apologies I didn't film very much. It was a very nice walk, but I was really hungry, needed a wee, so I was just marching on back from the walk. I'm now back. I've made a little omelette and got some bread to go with it. And apologies also for the mess of my hair. I'm gonna head to a campsite this afternoon just so I can have a shower, charge up my batteries, because for some reason my battery, I've got a Bluetti power station for my electric setup. It's a bit dark, you can't really see, but for some reason it keeps just going down so quick. Like yesterday it got up to about 95% and now it's on 50%, which is just ridiculous. The only thing plugged in is the fridge, my phone, and then the heater. The heater doesn't use barely any power, and I reckon it must be the fridge, so I'm probably gonna have to start turning the fridge off overnight or just keep an eye on it. I don't know if maybe the cold also makes a difference, but either way, I found a campsite. It's only 20 quid, has electric hookup, showers and everything, so yeah, I'm gonna head there this evening. Yesterday I went to visit the Fairy Glen, or whatever it's called, on the Isle of Skye. Firstly, it was rather disappointing. Secondly, I forgot my camera battery, so I couldn't film anything. And then I just had a day where I didn't really want to film anything, so apologies for that. I am now leaving the Isle of Skye. I have actually left, I'm already over the bridge. But before I leave you and head on to Glencoe, check out where I'm parked up. But yeah, that is my final stop on the Isle of Skye, and I'm now heading to Glencoe, so that is going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed me exploring the Isle of Skye. It's been interesting, actually. I'm going to get inside because it's raining. It's been interesting actually to see the expectations versus reality, because the Isle of Skye is such a touristy spot, and some of the places I wouldn't say lived up to the hype. Some of them did, and it is definitely a beautiful island. But yeah, I'm excited to explore Glencoe now, and yeah, the weather's not looking great, but it's going to be rainy, which is Scotland's weather. I've been super lucky the last few weeks with the weather, so can't complain really. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe and stick around. Leave a comment if you've been to the Isle of Skye and let me know if you found it disappointing or if you think it lives up to the hype. And I'll see you in the next video.